Welcome to Cult of Baddies and Books. I'm Romaine.
I'm Kira.
And today we are looking at Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is a complete series of 7 books, and Throne of Glass is the first book. So this is the no spoiler edition. We'll give you a rundown of the book and what we think of it. If you're interested in spoilers and you've already read it, then watch out for our next video where we will talk about everything in detail.
Yeah. These books are expensive.
They are, yeah. So as it stands, paperback is going to set you back $8.95. I don't know what hardback is at the moment, but they're becoming more popular because this series has been out for a little while, and I think the price is creeping up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think they've got like new out like the
new covers.
The new covers.
The new covers do look pretty.
Yeah. Kindle, if you're a Kindle reader, at the moment it is £4.50, which is not too bad, to be honest.
No, that's reasonable for the quality of book.
Yeah, definitely.
So, the plot of the story follows Ardalan's best assassin. It starts off with Selena Sardothian, and she is a slave in the salt mines. And slowly her backstory unravels, and we are introduced to a very handsome prince and a very handsome captain. And the story is her trying to find her freedom. I don't know what else I can say without giving out spoilers.
Without too much of the plot, yeah.
So I'm doing my best. But the world building I found really interesting. But I'm getting into the pros and cons. So Romaine, start us off on pros.
Pros. There were quite a few pros, to be honest. My main pro is that we have a main character that is capable.
Yeah.
She is capable. She is a fighter. She doesn't need other people's help. Like, she does have help, but she doesn't have to have their help, and I love that.
Yeah.
It's essentially a bit of a murder mystery. I think that's not giving away too much, but I kind of like that.
That was one of my pros. I love a little mystery.
Yeah, just seeing like who did it, who done it almost. Yeah, basically.
And also, I feel like there's the mystery of the book with a mystery that's in this book, and then there's the mystery of unraveling who she is and the world, and like I feel like there's layers to the mystery, because immediately after finishing this book, I started the next book.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
It raises so many questions that you need immediately answered.
And I have read some of the following books, I've listened to them, and the questions are answered.
Yes.
You're not left hanging. It's not one of those situations.
Yeah. They do answer some questions.
Yeah.
I think the character development is really, really good. There are a couple of twists and turns in this book as well, which it's not like the most amazing plot twists, but there's a couple of moments where you go, ooh.
I was voice noting Romaine while I was listening to this book, because I was like, please don't let this happen. Please don't let this happen. But like, you're on the edge of your seat a little bit. Yeah,
it does definitely have moments where you go, oh, did that really just happen? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also like the fact that there's an element of you don't know who to trust.
Yes.
Because there are a couple of twists and turns, there's moments where it's like, actually, can this person be trusted with this information? Have you made a bad mistake? Is it a good idea? And yeah, it makes you...
friends people.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, is that her real friend? Is this a fake friend? And yeah.
Yeah, are they going to betray her? Mm-hmm. And like, it just has... I think this is just a very good, solid book. I think... Although, do we really expect anything less from Sarah J. Maas?
No.
Like, you know what you're getting when you get a book from her. She's cemented herself as a solid writer. You don't question if it's going to be good.
Her books are expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But what did you think of the pace of the story?
I thought the pacing was relatively quite good, except for like, I think maybe 2/3 in, it was like, okay, when's the drop? Like, you know what I mean? Without giving too much away, we kind of hinting at the same thing continuously happening.
Yeah. And
eventually you're like, okay, I get it. There's a threat. What's next?
Yeah. I get you. I agree with that. I was getting a bit, not fed up, but I was like, come on now. And then, but it's worth finishing. And I still didn't put it down.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I was just, because I know there's so many books in the series, I was getting frustrated because I was like, come on now.
Yeah. Like, I want to get to book 2. Cons, Kira.
The main character, God bless her soul, is very young.
She's 18.
Yeah, that's a con.
That's the biggest con.
And sometimes the inner monologue or even the outer monologue, cringe.
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
I am Ardalan's best assassin.
This is just my issue in general with young adult books, and I think it's a problem with me. I don't even know if it's a problem with the genre, but we have some of these hard-hitting topics, but at the same time, it's like, but it has to be PG, and I find it so jarring because why are they all 18? Why are they 19? And they're chatting about life trauma, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I get frustrated. She is too immature, considering some of the things that she has done, will do, is capable of. And
is jarring because it's like it's too opposing. It doesn't make sense. So you've killed grown men.
Yeah.
And you're so experienced, like you're the best assassin this city has ever seen, or this like part of the continent or whatever. But on the same vein, you're nervous to kiss a boy.
Yeah, it's nervous to kiss a boy.
It's like, kind of. Yeah,
it is. It jars me, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm the problem.
You're not the problem.
Maybe the community feel differently. Maybe they're like, you know what? Maybe we need a little PG in our life.
I will say, you remember when we were in secondary school, we used to read these kind of books.
It hit.
Yeah. It was. I think it's just one of them ones where we're not the target audience.
We're not.
Well, kind of. We are. No, we're not.
We are.
We're nearly. We're 30.
Oh yeah. Okay, young adult has branched out in the sense that it's no longer designed just for young teenagers. So in that sense, yeah, we are the target audience, but at the same time, we're not.
I do also feel like she writes so well.
It's worth it.
Yeah, but Remain said our next book can't be young adult.
Only because it's beginning to jar me. Because
I'm with her with this.
Yeah, I just don't believe that in the same book you can kill a man but you can't say fuck.
I didn't even think that's true. Also, like, you hear about all these atrocities, like there's trigger warning, there's slavery, I think rape is mentioned in this book. There's like brutal violence.
Yes.
But like we can't get a sex scene.
Yeah, I don't even need it to be sex. You don't even need to write detail. But the fact of the matter is, okay, yeah, spoiler, but not a spoiler. No one's having sex in this book.
No.
I mean, at best.
That's a spoiler. But still,
but know what you're going into. We're here to review it, and I'm here to let you know what you're walking into. There is no sex. I don't think there's sex in any of these books. I haven't read them all.
All the way to book 7.
I haven't got as far as book 7, but I think it's young adult. I don't think they're. I could be wrong.
Whoa, you're Nelly.
You know what? We might have to cut this out. I could be wrong. But I don't think no one's banging.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong though.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's true for the time. Even, I think though, even in the Mortal Instruments, and I feel the main character is even younger, I'm pretty sure they progress their relationship.
I could be wrong. You know what?
I think maybe
we're gonna review the 4th book and I'll be chatting this like I'm lying. But
maybe it's a Harry Potter
Let's put it this way. If it is, it's very like then they went to bed. Like I don't think there's anything beyond that. Which I don't mind necessarily, but again, it just doesn't feel
as long
accurate.
as the plot is given, I don't mind. Like, you know what I mean? But it just, I think you're right. I don't know the right word. It's like juxtapose. That's not correct.
I know what you mean though. Yeah. It just doesn't feel like it's in line.
It doesn't make sense.
Nah.
Especially with all these seedy characters. Like, we're in an opium den.
Yeah. That's what I mean. People are smoking opium, but
stop it.
Yeah.
I'd love to try some opium.
Yeah.
I would. Just one time, before you die.
These books be making it sound like they're having a great time.
Yeah, like in my head, they're all in like Victorian dresses, like puffing a pipe.
Right, yeah, just sitting on like big cushions.
Yeah.
Anyway, we kind of. Oh, okay. I think one of my last cons is that maybe sometimes I can't say it properly, but there's some bits that seem a little obvious.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean? In the sense of it's like, it's not the most complex of a twist.
Yeah.
But it still gets you when you hear it.
Yeah. I like it. The book has, I think she gives real consequences.
Yes.
As an author, I like that she does that. But we did kind of see I've read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I was more surprised by things in that book.
Yes, I think that's a good. A Court of Roses was definitely much more of a twist. This is less of a twist.
This made me feel smart because I was like, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
But then maybe that says something about me because this book is for children. So, in the bin.
Oh no.
Do you have any more cons?
To be honest, I think I do have one more con, but I don't really want to.
Go on, what is it?
I don't want to spoil it for people, but kind of just this love triangle thing.
Oh, okay. I like the love triangle because I was pressed the whole time. I was voice noting Remain, like, Remain, you did be dirty. No, I'm joking. But
I'm not saying anything to a spoilers edition. All I'm saying is read the book and then come back and see the next one, because I have big complaints.
Okay, the love triangle had me pull over on a 3.5 hour drive and Google what was, because I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope with the stress of not knowing. I was like, I'm investing hours of my life here. To listen to this book on Audible is like 12 hours.
Is it 12 hours?
Yeah, I've lost days of my life to this series. I was like, I need an ending that I'm satisfied with, or it's going to be like Lost. I'm going to quit. But I did like the love triangle, how you kind of don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll say yes. Right. What are we going to give this book as a rating, Kira?
I've never read this book before, so this is my first read through of this book, and I'm still reading the series currently. For me, at the minute, I say I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
I think that's a fair number.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sit slightly lower, but I'm also a little bit jaded because to be fair, I read this series, not completely, but most of the books years ago, back when they first kind of came out. So rereading it again, I guess it lost a little bit of magic. So trying to remember how I felt about it when I first read it, it was a 4. I think a 4 is solid.
Are we allowed to give point numbers?
I know what you mean. I'm like on a 3.75.
Yeah. Because I will say, when I think about other books that I would call a 4, this doesn't match up.
It doesn't.
But I don't want to give it a 3.
Yeah, maybe, the 3 seems harsh. I know what you mean.
Can we do a 3.5 out of 5?
I think that's a fair figure, yeah.
Better than average, but I would probably give the first A Court of Thorns and Roses book a 4. And that was better. On
a first read, the first Court of Thorns was I would say even pushing past a 4. Because it was the first of its kind.
That is true. But the second one was my favourite. So that one gets the 5
for me. Gets the 5, like, yeah.
Yeah.
It does. We've so got off the point. Okay, right. Okay. So coming back to the original point.
3.5, I think.
3.5, I think, is a solid number. I think it's a good, solid read. You definitely want to read the second book. And it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But unlike some other books we've read, you probably aren't going to lose sleep.
No, like this is partly, I bought the book on Kindle, then I bought the Audible as well, because I was like, I don't want to sit on the couch all day and read this, but I did want to carry on reading it.
Yeah. We recommend.
Okay, cool.
It gets our stamp of approval. Right. Thank you for listening, guys. That has been Throne of Glass, no spoilers. If you want to if you want to listen to our complaints and things that we love, then please check our next video, which will have all the spoilers. This has been A Cult of Values and Books. I'm Remain.
I'm Kira.
If you can, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps us out, and we will catch you on the next one.